What's good, everybody? It's your boy D Chase, man. I'm coming back with another video, man. This is not sports related. I will be getting sports related soon because the draft's right around the corner, and you know it's here in Detroit. So, but this is due to the whole hip hop thing, man. Now Drake and Rick Ross is having beef back and forth. It started out as Drake versus Kendrick, which I think Kendrick is gonna cook something up. He's cooking something up, but he being smart about it. That's why I rocks with Kendrick more than I would rock with Drake. Kendrick's pen game is crazy. Not just that, Kendrick want all the smoke. He don't give a fuck. He done dissed anywhere from Big Sean to Jay Electronica, to French Montana. He done dissed them all the biggest names you will hear. And him and Drake's beef been going on for years. It's just now it's came to the forefront. Now they dropping names. Now it went from subliminal disses to dropping names. But shout out to Water God TV. I just saw his video breaking down the whole Rick Ross thing. There's one thing I have to disagree with him on, and that's Rick Ross's street credibility. Now look, Rick Ross, man, he 50. It did for him to say, and another thing for him to say he's above 50 in the beef. Now, no. 50 still 50 still comes when somebody drop his name. Be careful, cause 50 coming. 50's a cancer. He holds the longest grudges. You see, he's still holding a grudge against Ja Rule. He's still holding a grudge against who else he beefed with that he never liked. He's still holding a grudge against the Game. No, you might see, like, he ain't held that much of a grudge with Fat Joe, Nas, Jadakiss. And Jadakiss came at him the hardest out of all of them. And you see, he ain't hold no grudge with Jadakiss or Fat Joe. And Fat Joe came hard too on that My Fofo. I heard that song too. But they cool now. But as far as Ja Rule and Ashanti and them and Irv Gotti, 50 still gonna hold grudges with these guys. He's never gonna let that shit go. But going back to what I was saying with that, Rick Ross's street credibility is false. He don't do all that stuff he say he do, man. He was a correctional officer. They put him on the spot thanks to courtesy of 50, because 50 exposed all that and had exposure in that, hands down. Might have hurt Rick Ross' feelings with that. Hey, Rick, you got to be careful when you beefing with people, because people like 50, and the 50 said it, one of his lyrics best. He said, you will find a difference between dealing with the old broke 50 versus the rich 50, which he has a point. If you dealing with a broke 50, 50 couldn't get stuff on you. Now he got so much dirt on people. It's gonna hurt when he releases it, which he already did with Rick Ross. It's hurting his career, and now that Meek does shit with Meek too, he was beefing with Meek too. And I don't know how they relationship is now, but I'm pretty sure it's taking a turn for the worse since the allegations with Meek. But we ain't even on that. We on the Drake and Rick Ross beef. Hands down, Rick Ross. Everybody gonna say he want to beef between Drake because Drake has ghostwriters. That's a problem. And I do commend and shout out Water God TV, because he did say that he likes it, which me too. I likes it when people can write it and it could come off the dome, because it's you. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Drake's diss was hard. Don't discredit that shit. Drake's diss was hard. But here's the thing. Was it his words or was it his writers? That's the whole thing. Because he talking gangster now. I ain't gonna lie to you. And Drake do got mob ties. Just to let y'all know, he do. Everybody be like, hey. He has mob ties. That's why he feel like he can say what he want to say, because ain't nobody gonna flash upon him unless they just really want to crash out. And he got ties to Jay Prince. He got ties to the Six in Toronto, which is a gang. I found out about them when I was watching when Pressa was going against Preston them was going against Clutch and I can't think of some of the Canadian gang names up there, man. It was, and I thought Toronto was just this beautiful, safe city. Hell no, they said they out there killing worse than people do in Chicago, and I'm like, damn. But so he do got mob ties. I ain't saying Rick Ross don't, but I ain't heard nothing of it. I heard he got checked by some GDs in Atlanta years ago, back like back in 2012, 13. He got checked by some GDs in Atlanta, and he was getting checked by GDs everywhere. So I don't know, man. He say he good. We'll see. But everybody say Rick Ross winning this thing. I'm gonna have to lean towards. I'm gonna have to say no. Even with Drake, no, because Drake, you got ghostwriters, and Rick Ross, you said some shit that wasn't true, in your champagne moments. You said you was going. Now these the three things that took the L. That why I think Rick Ross took the L. These are the three things. Number one, you said you got more money than Drake, which is 100% false. Now look, I'm not in neither one of these guys' piggy banks, but I just know ain't nowhere in hell you can say you making more money than Drake. Drake is making money. Like, he'll probably pay for a $300,000 feature and be like, that ain't shit. That's pocket change. Like, Drake is still relevant. Every time you see somebody or mention somebody, Drake has gave people #1 hits. I give him that. I can't take that away from him. He has. Me and my co-workers at work been debating this shit. He has given multiple guys they #1 hits. Now, is he a battle rapper? No. I believe he has ghostwriters doing that shit for him. Cause when he went to Meek, he even said it like, he said he ain't had ghostwriters then, but I still believe he does. Cause he talking mafia shit on his latest disc. He even got a Ja Morant, which was weird as fuck. Like, you gonna get an NBA player that's really not gonna be checking to diss you. He probably ain't even got the rap skills of Dame Lillard, so I'm definitely not sure he not gonna come at your neck. But I said that just to touch on this. Kendrick right now, out of the new generation top 3, he's king right now. I hate this. I rock with Kendrick, but J. Cole would have been up there too, but he apologized after he dropped the diss, which I stated that in my last video. But Rick Ross is not winning this beef between him and Drake, and neither is Drake. I feel like it's a tie. I feel like Rick Ross gonna have to go back, write some clever, classy shit, and put it out to destroy Drake, because Drake got and Rick can get him, but Rick just, his street credibility don't hold him up, and everybody keeps trying to say, oh, well, he been about that street life. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. No. Sorry. When you was a correctional officer, all bets are off the table. You can't come in here talking that shit, and you talk about you selling cocaine. You only got that shit from the real Ricky Ross. You got that from him. You even took his name, bro. Like, that's foul. Like seriously, like, so Rick Ross lost this one. It's a tie between him and Drake in this one, unless he comes out and do a bigger diss and a better diss and a timed diss. I think he should have sat down and thought of all the shit, because he could have killed Drake just by that. Like, Drake walk around here with fucking hairpins in his head, colorful hairpins in his head. He could have got on Drake about that shit. He could have got on Drake about hiding his kid. He could have got on Drake about so much shit, but you decide to go left and fuck your diss up, because then he said Drake got a BBL, talking about Drake got a nose job, talking about Drake got a tummy tuck. I don't know if half that shit true. I can't say it. I mean, I can't look at Drake's old pictures and know that he had a nigga nose. And he don't know more. So that nose job shit may be true, but that tummy tuck shit, I don't see Drake getting no tummy tuck. Drake ain't even a fat nigga. And for Rick Ross to say that, who was just fat mere years ago, you can't do that shit, dog. That ain't gonna work. That throwing fat shaming shit, and you was just fat too. That ain't how that work, bro. Rick, you fucked up. You dropped the ball on that shit. You dropped the ball on that, saying you got more money than him. And then the last but not least, Drake wears his chains out in public. You not snatching this nigga chain, bro. Just let's be legit. And you not making nobody bleed. I ain't never heard Rick shot nobody and they went to the hospital. I've heard Rick Ross have got shot at. Yeah, him and his girl was coming from somewhere, and his damn Phantom got shot up, or his Maybach or whatever he was in got shot up. So don't be out here too much screaming about you gonna snatch somebody's chain and make them bleed. That ain't gonna happen. But I want all my subscribers and all my followers and all that. Y'all write down in the comments. I want to hear who y'all predict who won this battle already, because I don't think they're gonna keep dissing, but I can't take Drake serious because the shit he's doing and that ghostwriter shit, that shit ain't gonna never leave. I can't take Ross serious because he was a correctional officer, and I just don't see you go from locking niggas up to talking about you doing street shit, which if you're a CO, you are very much against the shit you talking about doing. So write down in my comment section. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. It's your boy Taste, man. Peace and salute.